His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo, Senior Advocate, GCON Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawan, the President of the Senate, Chairman of the National Assembly, Principal Officers of the Senate and House of Representatives, distinguished senators and honorable members of the House of Representatives, Excellencies, Executive Governors here present, Mr. Boss Mustafa, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, Chief of Staff to the President, members of the Federal Executive Council, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Engineer Ahmed Amishi, Chairman, National Assembly Service Commission and his commissioners, Architect Ojo Amos, Clerk to the National Assembly, the Clerk Senate and Clerk House of Representatives, heads of security agencies, heads of federal agencies and parastatals, invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. We have once again just witnessed and experienced the beauty and majesty of our democracy. The laying of the budget proposal by Mr. President before the legislature for consideration and approval. On behalf of the Senate and House of Representatives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I extend sincere appreciation to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, for coming to the House today for this purpose in fulfillment of the obligations of his office. When just over a year ago we gathered in this chamber to receive the budget proposal and begin the appropriation process, we made specific commitments to the Nigerian people. We promised that we would pass the budget promptly, free of the rancor that had bedeviled the process in times past, and we delivered on that promise. I thank my colleagues in the National Assembly for the dedication and commitment they showed last year during the appropriation process. Senators and members of the House of Representatives toiled night and day, sometimes through the night and into the wee hours of the morning, to ensure that we achieved our commitment to return to the January to December budget cycle as envisaged by the Constitution. I do not doubt that we will exhibit the same commitment to nation building and deliver a good budget on time. We cannot afford a return to the old practices, and we must do everything in our power to avoid such an outcome. We also promised to pass a budget that reflected our priorities: healthcare, education, public infrastructure, and the development of an economy that is less dependent on fossil fuels and gives to all Nigerians the ability to achieve their dreams equal to their effort and commitment. We kept that promise too. We recognize that more needs to be done, and I assure all the Nigerian people that we will continue in this regard. Let me also use this opportunity to announce a new protocol in the House. Henceforth, all ministries, departments, and agencies who come to defend their budget or their budget proposals will do so without their security details present. We must take this course of action to prevent the unacceptable proliferation of sidearms in the hearing rooms during such engagements. Additionally, the House intends to adhere to the COVID-19 social distancing protocols, and we need to be able to limit the numbers of people in these hearing rooms at any point in time. The world changes quickly, often without notice, and always with consequences. We have learned this lesson at a high cost in the past few months, and we must ensure that the lessons learned are reflected in the budget that emerges from the appropriations process. We must make sure that we are better prepared for next time, because there will be the next time. The reality of globalization and the connected interdependence of nations means that there will always be something on the horizon that threatens to destabilize our world. Let us move forward in this certainty and make sure that we are prepared for the future, whatever it may bring. I thank His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, the Budget Office, honorable ministers, and all those who have labored to develop the proposal that Mr. President has laid before Parliament. I believe I speak on behalf of the entire National Assembly in assuring you that the proposal will receive thorough and speedy consideration. We will collaborate with the ministries, departments, and agencies of the executive to deliver a budget that meets the needs and matches the ambitions of the Nigerian people. And we will hold ourselves in the legislature to the highest standard of integrity so that our deliberations and contributions to this process are motivated only by considerations of the best interests of the Nigerian people. I thank you all for joining us here today. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.